Hey guys, we are back. So Alvo wants to do all this mess because he is broke, busted, and disgusted, and his clout is diminishing, and his funds for his Airbnbs and hotel stays are ending or ended, expired. And now he want to start all this mess. I told you he wanted Shamar back, and it don't matter how he wants Shamar back. He wants to be with Shamar any shape or form so he can get his clout back up. He knows he dropped the bag. He knows that he left too soon, and what he thought when he spreaded his wings and flied away, he thought that he had enough ammunition to leave mother's coop and fly away into the sunset and blow up like he was on the Tyler Perry show. But it's really the Alvo, aka Pussmouth show. God don't like ugly. He's the one starting all this mess. And I'm going to say this to y'all at the beginning of this live. I used some of somebody's content, gave them credits, because you're supposed to show credits to anyone's content that you use that they have edited and put together as commentary. But there is no affiliation with any of these channel holders that are being messy up here, putting up pictures that are given to them or that they see online, and pretty much, let's just say, they're showing pictures of Alvo with lotion and creams on his face, bodily fluids on his face. You're not going to see me putting that kind of stuff on thumbnails or in videos. It ain't that serious. And for whoever's doing it, and there's been a few people I've seen doing it, it's just a matter of time before you rock yourself to sleep. Them views and them coins ain't all that serious, boo-boo. So, get your mind right. People are doing too much. You don't have to prove to nobody up here that Alvo is getting bodily fluids on his face. We already know that dude is getting that on his face. We already know he gets down like that. Just like we figured out he ain't taking showers alongside with Shamar. And he wears the same clothes alongside with Shamar. Everything he said about Shamar is the same thing that he's doing or does. It all came out to the light. And you know who I really think has brought to everyone's attention, who ain't even part of the circle, but Alvo inserted him as part of the circle for a hot second and allowed that boy to expose him. And that's CJ, the one that he tried to say to us was his boyfriend. He exposed Alvo. Then all of a sudden, people stop putting two and two together, which is common sense, that Alvo is a liar. Alvo is a drunk. And all those Airbnbs that Alvo was getting when he was with Shamar, he was doing it the same way he got it when he was in there for 3 or 4 days with CJ, and now he's back at his mother's house. He took from Shamar's account, in my opinion, Shamar's money, and he pretty much got an Airbnb with the credentials that he wrote down prior to him leaving. That's just the bottom line. As y'all come in, hit the like button, and I want you guys to hear this, because we're going to break this down as well, because every time I tell y'all something, it always be the truth, okay? So let me give my shout outs. Hello. Hey, Crafty Fee. Hey, Wendelina. Eddie Kane and his new man is out to break Shamar down. Eddie Kane needs to get a job and get his life. Yep, he gets his life right. Exactly. He needs to go see a doctor, him and his new man, and stop spreading diseases. Right. But you know what? We already knew there was something going on with, allegedly going on with Alvo prior to any STDs being brought out. Because remember when Izzy was put a Y in the chat. Remember when Izzy was in jail and he was telling Shamar to say that Izzy stole the money because Izzy wasn't around to defend herself? Well, he put a stop to it after Izzy sent the message from jail that if he don't be quiet, she was going to show his medical status. So he shut up and he told Shamar to stop talking about Izzy taking his money. This when Izzy was in jail. And when Shamar would still blurt out that Izzy was stealing his money or stole his money, he would tell him to be quiet and stop saying that when he was on live. And y'all know a lot of people like to dismiss stuff after it gets old, not knowing that there's nothing old about making those serious allegations up on somebody. Somebody can go to jail for stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All of this is a hot mess. He better go to the doctor after that announcement he made and show some receipts. Right. Now I want to show y'all something real quick too, because I'm making this clear to everybody that I'm really trying my hardest to put up different stuff, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be the first one to put up the same stuff that everybody else is putting up as update. I'm trying to put up stuff that people are missing. I don't want to put up everything that everybody else is putting up, because all it does is water down the community. The content gets watered down and the audience gets watered down, and then they don't want to engage. And I'm not trying to have my supporters not want to engage in my updates because I'm reporting on everything about 50 other channels, plus these smaller channels who just came out of nowhere. I want money. I want a bag too. Out of nowhere. We don't have time for the watered down. Let them do the watered down stuff. I'm doing my due diligence. I'm doing my research, and I'm trying to bring you stuff. I don't care if it's small, big, medium, or large, whatever. I'm bringing you something that is not being reported. And sometimes it might not be so sensationalized or dramatized or whatever, but at least you can say it's something that I'm reporting on that you haven't heard. So that's what I'm going to try my best to do over here.
Paying my CashApp. When I pay my CashApp, I make money. I pay my CashApp today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money every time I pay my CashApp. When I pay my CashApp, I make money. I don't want no CashApp. If I wanted a CashApp, I'll have my CashApp pin. When I pay my CashApp, I make money. I pay my CashApp today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money every time I pay my CashApp. People love me. Y'all think people don't love me, but these people love me, bro. They really do. When I pay my CashApp, I make money. Why you think I be fly? That's why I always got stuff on.
So, all right.
I pay my CashApp.
Put a Y in the chat if you heard me talking about it's a hustle. When you see any content creator pin their Cash App and they do exactly blatantly what Alvo does, which is he says, okay, my quota is $100. I use that as an example. And he says, okay, thank you, so-and-so, or thank you, friend. Thank you for the $5 or whatever he says. He could actually be at 100 soon as he starts what his so-called quota is, which is 100, right? You just heard him say he asked for $50. And he said he got 1,000. Nobody, not one person gave him 1,000. Collectively, he got from just asking for $50. He walked away with 1,000. So imagine when he's asking for 100 or 300, how much he's walking away with. If he only wanted 50 and he sat online, he only stays on live for an average of an hour. He's making $1,000 in an hour off these stupid women. So the one, and I know you're in the bushes too, that Cash App me $1 like, oh, he read you for filth, which to me was wasting your money. You could have DM'd me. I would have blocked you afterwards, but at least you could have said he read me for filth a couple of weeks ago, and I would have been like, okay, and blocked you. That's it. You even paid me $1. These low self-esteem broads are sitting there paying this clown money. And he's not even being truthful with you guys. He's telling you he wants 50, but he knows that you don't know collectively how much in that live is being sent to him. He can even play it off, which will make the money come in even faster. And he can say, it's a slow day. Y'all ain't sending me no money today. Y'all don't care about me. See, sometimes my supporters don't care about me and they don't want to give me any money. He can run one of them little games, but he could be sitting on $400 or $500 and he only asked for $50. The longest he might have ever stayed on the live is maybe 2.5 hours, and trust and believe he walked away with some thousands. When it's like the stock market, it goes up and it goes down. Some days are better than others, but trust and believe, if he asks for $100, he ain't getting no less than maybe 5, maybe the lowest on a bad day, to thousands on a good day. And that's why right now he might not be in an Airbnb, and it looks like he's like kind of sort of like slowly trying to bring back out the woodwork. Yeah, that he's back at his mother's house and he's not in the Airbnb, right? But he's slowly bringing out the liquor, the Don Julio. But a person that ain't got no money to afford something like that ain't buying no Don Julio. He's drinking that Taylor Port wine, that cheap wine, okay, when you ain't got no money. But like I'm telling you, it's a hustle. And all of his supporters and fans that are providing this service of him begging and reading people down for filth for a Cash App or Apple Pay or whatever is getting played. It took him to get drunk to say this. Period.
I pay my cash out today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money every time I pay my cash out. When I pay my cash out, I make money. I pay my cash out today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money every time I pay my cash out. When I pay my cash out, I make money. I don't want no cash out. If I wanted a cash out, I'll have my cash out pin. When I pay my cash out, I make money. I pay my cash out today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money every time I pay my cash out. People love me. Y'all think people don't love me, but these people love me, bro. They really do. When I pay my cash out, I make money. Why you think I be fly? That's why I always got stuff on.
CJ played him because he knows the people that he's running circles on, like Shamar or any of these weak women that are giving their hard-earned money to him. He can't do that to CJ. CJ said, you're trying to use me for content, and I'm going to use you like you did Shamar. Because the ones that are thinking outside the box and they're not acting like they're fanned out and all that stuff, they're the only ones that ain't going to put up with Alvo's mess. They're going to rock him to sleep like he rocks everybody else to sleep that falling for the banana and tailpipe. I hope that you guys are understanding what this man said. I don't care. I'll play that recording. And shout out to 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗧. That's where I got this video from. Go subscribe to the channel. I don't care. I play this recording all through this live until it aggravates the heck out of everybody, just so I can beat it in some of y'all's head that you're getting played. Okay? You're getting played. This boy just said he asked for $50. He pinned his Cash App. It depends on how long he stays on the live. He may have stayed on the live for at least an hour. And he got 1,000. It was a good day. It's like the stock market. It depends on how people's money's looking. If your money's looking kind of funny, some people won't. They'll ignore the begging. They won't give him, and he won't get that money as quickly as he would like. It's like the stock market. Like I told you, even with the views up here on YouTube, it's not that people, it's not even the people that are not really supporting sometimes channel holders as far as being in the video, being a view, and also hitting the like button. It's the algorithm of YouTube, them not sending out notifications. This platform is known to be platform. They're not like Instagram and Facebook, TikTok and BigGo. They give out their notifications because that is money that they're also losing out on. YouTube don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? They probably gross more revenue than all of these social media platforms that you can get monetized on. So sometimes they lose the focus. The focus ain't in on that. The notification should be on par so that people are able to come over to the content when the content is being dropped. It's like the stock market. Your views come in good sometimes it don't. It's the same thing with his Cash App. Sometimes his Cash Apps come in good, but trust and believe, if he asks for $50 or $100, even on a bad day, he ain't walking away with no $50 that he asked for $100. He's walking away with hundreds. And on a good day, he's walking away with thousands. It's a hustle. It's been a hustle on any social media platform, Facebook, whoever is famous for doing it that you can think of over the years with the Cash App thing. That is a hustle. People make that into a full-time job. And when people get used to or accustomed to a beggar, a panhandler, an online panhandler, some people get rocked to sleep. And there's a lot of people getting rocked to sleep. They're getting rocked to sleep. And you know what's so sad? These people are so sick. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people give him money just because they think that they're making us mad. Why would I be mad that you're giving your money away? It's not me giving my money away. What you do is not affecting me because I'm not. I shine on my own. I don't need no entourage to shine. I've made it clear from the gate. I don't care about your money. Keep your money in your pocket. Hit the like or the dislike. Period. Point blank. I don't get this is what I say right here. Leave your cash in your pocket and hit the like or the dislike. I promise it's free. You're not obligated to be taking care of a disrespectful maggot. And that's just the bottom line. And a lot of the stuff that's coming out about Alvo is coming out because he got rocked to sleep by CJ. He thought he was going to rock CJ to sleep. He thought that he was going to sit there, use him for content, and CJ played along like he didn't know what was going on or what the motive was of Alvo, and Alvo got rocked to sleep. And you know, another thing I want to let you guys know, for the smart ones and not the ones in the back wearing the helmet on the short bus, yellow short bus. And the day we seen that TikTok video in the dark at night when he was with CJ and CJ was chasing him, you know why Alvo was running? Because he was running from the lie he done told, and he didn't want CJ to expose him. Period, point blank. So Lou weather the storm. Period, point blank. He was running from the lie that he told. He wasn't running from the truth because he never tells the truth. I tell you that. Now he's trying to flip it. I think that something in his personal life is going on, and that's why he's throwing out these STD allegations. He's being the first one to throw them out first before somebody tries to throw it back on him. Did y'all see them teeth yesterday? What, looking yellow? We see him every day. How can you miss him? How can you miss him? Yes, it's a sad shame. I just don't get it, man. This dude, he's a mess. And I seen him when he was dancing in front of his mother. You could tell his mother's like, this boy, I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Happy Saturday, Kerry Taylor. I don't know, guys, man. I wasn't going to go live today, but I probably tomorrow won't go live, and I'll probably play catch up on some other videos. Today, I got one more video that's going to go out for y'all to, that I'm going to edit up, for the ones that are going to miss this live here. And then that's it. Sunday is going to be a laid back day. It's not going to be a laid back day as in I'm not going to have any content for you guys, but I gotta wash clothes and do things around the house. It's Sunday. So I don't think I'm gonna do a live. I need to take a little break from this live. Just a day. I'll be back Monday. Gun smoking. You know what I'm saying? But it's really sad that he dropped the ball. Now he's just up here just acting a fool. It really is. It really truly is. And it's like so many people want the attention that they'll do anything, any means. I mean, it's just people coming out the woodwork. And then that dude that's hanging out with Shamar, put his name in the chat. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. He's a dark-skinned dude, and he's going back and forth with Tommythethegossip. Shout out to Tommythethegossip. LaShawn is his name. LaShawn, whoever that dude is, I get a gut motherly feeling that that's not where it is at for Shamar. I don't think Shamar was driving, but when I saw that they were in the car together, and even Shamar said my friend is he's lit. You shouldn't even be driving with nobody that is not even responsible to say I can't drive, and he's behind the wheel of a car drunk driving and acting a fool. And you're recording him, Shaman. I know you're listening to what I'm saying. You need to really pick better people to be around, because people are gonna rock you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shaman's it's just too much. It's just too much. And you know these people are slow because they're like dropping revenge porno, which is against the law and a violation of YouTube's guidelines. And they're putting up pornographic pictures, videos, giving them to content creators to put up. And surprisingly, I saw somebody who I was telling y'all to go over and subscribe, and she got a thumbnail up. Like the AI can't scan that and get the original picture and be able to get the intel of what that picture's about. What's that on his face? Why is that picture? What is that on his face? And take either the whole video down or the whole channel. People start getting them views, and they just start their faculties just are not there no more. It's sad. It just don't make no sense. How you letting the crash outs crash you? Like, it's when I woke up this morning, all I could do was shake my head. All I could do was shake my head. It's just crazy. It's just Alvo's getting big buck from his supporters. Yep, he is. He sure is. And he got drunk and told you. See, he'll try to read me for filth, because I'm always over here telling you he's getting mad money. It's a hustle because you collectively don't know he reached whatever his goal was that he's telling you the goal was. The goal ain't no 100. Even if he says 300, his goal is probably 3,000. You might say, nah, he ain't getting that much. Well, how if his goal was $50 the other day, he just admitted, and I'm gonna play it again. How did he just miraculously jump up to $1,000? And the boy don't stay on live but no more than an hour, two maybe, on a rare occasion.
I pay my cash out today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money every time I pay my cash out. When I pay my cash out, I make money. I pay my cash out today and I asked for $50. I got 1,000. I make money.
So I mean, I'm just saying that's only for the ones in the back. No, if he's asking for 300, he ain't getting no 2,000 or 3,000. Okay, he don't. Well, as long as you think that he's not, then he'll definitely keep getting those 2,000 or 3,000, because obviously you're one of the ones supporting him, or you have the tendencies of someone who will be rocked to sleep eventually and will start supporting him. When Shamar stops engaging with him, his career is gonna take off, and there will, as long as entertainment. You're talking about Shamar's career will take off, because I don't see nobody in the industry really respecting Alvo. I'm honestly saying that, because he's one of those people that, even if there are people in the industry that do sell their soul and maybe do sexual favors to get where they need to get to quickly, they're not admitting to it, and he's admitting to it. And you would think that people would respect him for that, but really people keep that on the hush hush because they know that you don't get respect for selling your soul to get to the top. So I hope you're not talking about Alvo. But if you're talking about Shamar, absolutely. But as long as he keeps himself in the middle of this mess, he's sabotaging his career. He's sabotaging himself as we speak. Says Cutie, the platform be so quiet when he don't go live. I wouldn't say that because Shamar is addicted to social media, so he's definitely somewhere in somebody's live, whether it's TikTok, Big Go, he is definitely somewhere. Good afternoon, Genty. I don't believe it at all. It says let him, and I honestly, I feel also in my heart that Shamar likes this drama, just not, of course, not somebody accusing him of being the STD queen, giving out STDs. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, he knows that makes him relevant when people are out here doing this craziness. Trust and believe. Happy Saturday, Grandma, Queen Grandma. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit the like button. Yeah, because y'all been kind of slacking on hitting the like button. And for the ones that do faithfully hit it, I appreciate you. I really truly do, because it's free over here. I like CJ. He has on Alva's, wait a minute. I like CJ. He was on Alva's behavior and was in. I like him too. Not only that, I put up some stuff that he was on live on TikTok yesterday, because one of my subscribers, shout out to my subscriber. I wish she was in here so she would know I appreciate her. She sent over both his TikTok and Instagram, and don't nobody in here ask me what it is. And because honey, I've been asking for the last couple of days, and it was like I couldn't. It was like whoo owls. Nobody knew nothing. And I was kind of surprised at that. I was like, wow. But I got it now. And I recorded over an hour of him on TikTok. A lot of him was him playing the game, CJ. But the little bit that I did record that that I did keep, that was relevant to what's going on and who he was referring to, which was Alvo, I put that up. Happy Saturday to you, Manifest Reality. And it was very little editing I had to do. I didn't even have to, put it through my software, nothing like that, to get out the profanity, because he is very mature for his age. He's not like Alvo, every other word a cuss word. I'm gonna tell you, man, it's so sad because people are saying that it's so quiet when Shamar is not on the platform, but it's about to get quieter. Because I'm telling you, all these people up here just recklessly, how they're coming out their mouth with the cussing and carrying on their platforms. I'm telling you, it's a matter of time. YouTube they're gonna wake up. Their whole channel is gonna be taken down, and it's so sad because I know that this money is changing people's lives. That Shamar has brought into this that Shamar has brought over here from his circle. And it's just so sad that they're going to have all this money and it's going to be gone tomorrow, just in a blink of an eye, just because they think. Because I used to think when I was younger that every time I would have to express myself, I had to cuss, because if I cuss, people think that I was funny, not knowing that I'm naturally funny without using vulgar language. Some people feel like they can't make people laugh or entertain people unless they're cussing. And it's a real sad shame, because it's gonna mess up their bag. Yep, it is free to like the live. That's right. Oh, wait a minute. I got a super chat. Hey, Queen Grandma, thank you so much, sweetie. I'm on the I'm on Queen Grandma. I'm on the stream app side, so I didn't see it. And if I was on the YouTube side, I just went over to the YouTube tab. Thank you so much, Queen Grandma, for the super chat. SL for your hard work. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so busy running my mouth. But you're appreciated. You all are appreciated. All right, let me see something. Thank you for the number 124th like. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Sonia. Every time they see Shamar go up, they start attacking him. I hope nobody gets hurt. Me too. You're right, and I do agree with that. Every time he goes up, they start attacking him, and it's jealousy. It's just nothing but jealousy. It says that LaShawn guy is going to get Shamar. Yep, that LaShawn guy gonna get Shamar hurt. I'm gonna end up talking to Shamar. I talked to him earlier today, but like I said, I'm not gonna really get into what I'm gonna be talking to him about until I get talk to him first about it. It is ridiculous. Alvo should be canceled. He should be canceled, but see, you have to understand that in the black community, there's a thing called enslaved mentality, and a lot of these young women that are funding his behavior is entertainment to them. It's sick entertainment to them. So they don't really fund him because, oh, I feel bad for him and they fund him for the entertainment. They're wanting to see a train wreck. And it's so crazy because once the train derails, then it's over with. You're gonna have to find another Alvo to replace. They're crashing him. Who pays someone to destroy their life? This is what these women are doing. I'm the type of person, I don't tell you what you want to hear, tell you what you need to hear. And that's what these older women, because I'm quite sure a lot of them women that are funding Alvo are older than him, probably his mother's age. They need to be telling him what he needs to hear, not what he wants to hear, but they're not. So, it's just crazy. I blocked his content a while ago. Oh, okay. Wow. It says, come out the bushes. Okay, come out the bushes. That's right. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thank you kindly for gifting, Miss. Thank you, Manifest. Unbelievable. He's using them to their yep. But see, the thing is everyone has an alternative motive, so they're not mad. And let me tell you something. Alvo knows, and Alvo ain't gonna agree with me, but when it's all said and done, when he starts to see that they're not gonna fund him eventually, because it'll eventually the well will run dry. But when he starts to see that it's over with them cash apps, because everything always comes to an end, that will probably be the only time that he will admit that I was right. That all them people wanted to do was to pay him to see him crash. All it says, those are fool allegations, although not true. Wait, what did he say? Yes, Miss S.L. Davis. Those are foul allegations, although not true. Yeah, you're right. I need to put on some glasses. I'm sitting up here reading Manifest Reality, and I'm sitting up there acting like I'm reading some stranger's text that came into the chat. Eddie Kane. When deleted you and that Eddie Kane. Unbelievable. He's using them to their face. Yep. He's using them to their face. It ain't unbelievable to me. I've been trying to tell y'all, but it took him to get drunk to tell y'all. He said he put his Cash App up, and he said he was only asking $50, and he got 1,000. He ain't doing no magic. That's the hustle. There ain't no way for you to know how much you're giving him collectively. So there's people like literally probably saying, all right, I'll give him 10. All right, I'll give him 5. That adds up. And y'all could all be sending 5, 10, $2, $1.50. Y'all could all collectively be sending that all at the same time. And it adds up. Before you know it, boom, you had $1,000. And then he's playing y'all on the set because he's sitting up there saying stupid stuff like, okay, well, y'all, when you hear him say, okay, y'all, we only need Say if he's asking for 100, usually it'd be 100, not 50, or 150 or whatever he asked for. Let's say 100. He'll be okay, y'all. We're at 50. When he says 50, he probably didn't got about 500. So he don't care that he's saying that he's halfway there. He's still being greedy because he should say he's at 80. So you know what I'm saying? He's still gonna get a couple of hundreds off that 20 that you're trying to collectively get up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like playing poker. It's calling your bluff. You don't know what cards somebody else has. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's a hustle. I learned that hustle from Nature Boy. When I used to do Nature Boy content, I'm like, man, that dude is getting money. Cause you don't know how much when he asks for a goal amount for whatever he needs it for, you don't know if you know he reached the goal because all his supporters are supporters that will go into their pocket. They'll even give their last. When Nature Boy was around, they probably give their last to that. They probably thought that was their church. But you just never know when he's at the goal. That's the hustle. He'll tell you when he's at the goal when he says he has to charge his phone up. I gotta get up. I gotta get off, y'all, cause my phone needs to be charged, friend. I gotta go charge my phone. That's a way of getting off. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times he does tell you when he gets to the goal, but sometimes he'll say he got to the goal. And once he got to the goal, it ain't no sense of sitting on there with y'all talking. He ain't really there to talk with y'all and be friends with you anyways, because number one, you ain't his friend. He knows that he met all these people that are giving him this money through Shamar. He also knows that 1 minute they could be cool with him, the next minute they could be churning on him. He also knows that too. Shamar goes on Tommy's live to start mess. It keeps Shamar talked about. I saw that. Yep. Right. Exactly. I am Keisha. That's why I said we can't just say when Shamar go quiet that everything's quiet, because that's not true. I don't care if Shamar gone for a month. I'm a commentator. I will dig for something and we can keep the party going, okay? Because there's so much stuff out here. See, we sometimes get lazy as content creators. We just put out the most recent stuff and stuff that being said at the beginning of the lives. You know what I'm saying? Of drama that's going on. And then we all want to go onto our editing software and edit up the video and put it out. You know what I'm saying? I like to do my due diligence. Let's dig even deeper to what's going on. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, Shamar does the same thing, because what you guys don't understand, yeah, Shamar keeps people relevant, but Shamar sometimes feels like he's not always relevant. So he keeps himself relevant by going into Tommy's chat, messing with Tommy. Just like other people feel like, oh, I'm not going to stay relevant if Shamar don't give us any content. That's how Shamar feels as well. He feels like if he stays gone too long, which is true. If Shamar stays gone too long, and Shamar knows that, he's not going to stay relevant. Ain't no way Shamar going to stay hiding for too long, because he wants to make sure his popularity is consistent. If Shamar's not consistently up here, couple of days, he's good. But Shamar ain't no different than a queenopp or any of these other people who blew up off of, viral moments and it made them popular. If Shamar was to take a month off or something like that, ain't nobody looking for Shamar. That could mess up his whole career. He can't stay gone but for so long before people will be like, man, we didn't move on to somewhere else. You be over there waiting for a famous twins video to come out. People won't be thinking about Shamar. And it's the world is too big to have a shallow mind to think that there are not other people out here just like Shamar is living. There are plenty of people out here. They just haven't been found yet. You feel what I'm saying? There's other diamonds in the rut too. Entertainment, as far as entertainment. I don't know anything about CJ except him being around Alvo, so I couldn't send his info. I knew early it wasn't a relationship. I knew it wasn't either, but Alvo was acting like he was so famous that he was gonna rock this dude to sleep and use and abuse him for content and probably kick him to the curb. But instead, the dude kicked him to the curb, and he fell in love because they probably did have intercourse. And Alvo is a thotty, so he always probably links sexual intercourse with another individual adds up to a relationship. Make the likes, make it make sense. Exactly. New subscriber. Hey, Shirley Allen, welcome, sweetie. Welcome, new subscriber in the building, y'all. I work too hard to give my money to someone who just wants to use and abuse and then right, that just wants to buy up the biggest Don Julio bottle in the liquor store. Wow. Because that's all he's doing. Getting the biggest bottle of Don and Airbnbs. And then he wants to cuss you out later. Crazy work. It is what it is. That's how I look at it. It is what it is. CJ didn't make a fool out of himself. It says, "Well, CJ." I didn't say me. CJ made a fool. I said Alvo made a fool out of himself. He thought he was gonna rock CJ to sleep, but CJ showed him otherwise. Trying to tell you, CJ showed him otherwise. And I wanna give thanks to my mods and also the chat for being here. You could be anywhere else, but you're here. It says Alva supporters is okay to like the live. Come on out the bushes. Cutie pie, you be probably making up people mad as heck. I think Alvo was wrong for calling SSI and Shamar. I think so too. I honestly do, because they're definitely gonna look into that. It's quiet as kept. They're gonna look into it. But see, if there's well, I don't really think there's a paper trail though, because if he really wasn't at the beginning of these bookings getting like, which we know he wasn't, because look at how many people have stole his booking money from the front end. So a lot of it was cash, and the ones that were transactions where he got a check and he deposited the checks, if it didn't add up to 10,000 in total, and even if it did over the course of a few years, it would have to be every single year that he went over a certain amount of money that he would have to report it. So I think that he's not going to lose his SSI, to be honest with you. All that really displayed was just a bitter individual that was trying to get Shamar's SSI check taken. But I don't think that you're going to hear Shamar saying that SSI cut him off. I could be wrong, but we don't know. But I don't think so. That K and Alvo is still me crazy work. This is why Fendi says Shamar is a liability to the record label. Yep. Fendi sure enough did say it. Yep. That's right. It's crazy work, guys. Says that K and Alva are some crazy work, and they really jealous of Shamar. A lot of people are jealous of Shamar. So listen, guys, I'm not going to stand here too long. It's Saturday, and I know you guys got stuff to do as well. I'm just going down here trying to get as many comments. Hey, Latina. Hey, Intelligence. Dorchester in the building. That's what's up. I'll be moving back to Boston soon. God willing, by the end of the summer, I'll be back in my hometown. I'm leaving here. I've been here for almost 9 years, maybe 8 years, going on 9. And it's time to go back home, honey. Oh, Angela, Austin, welcome. So listen, on your way out, make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all know I can't get through all of these comments because I'm a little bit behind because I was running my mouth. Let me go down them real quick. But yeah, on the way out, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on, option all. So when I upload or go live, you will get your notifications. And also, don't even wait on notifications. Just come over on your own and see what's going on. And while you're over here, also like the video. Seeing that I said the word like. Yeah, Al was very disrespectful if you're talking about. Well, Shamar can be too, so you might be talking about Shamar as well. Yes, 9 away. You said it's 9 away from 200. Let me see. Let's see. We're actually 3 away from 200. But on your way out, make sure y'all hit the like button. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Make sure you're safe this weekend. And love y'all. Stay blessed. And I'm out. Mwah. Bye for now.